There we go then. Hello, good evening everyone, and welcome to a brand new series on the League Racing TV channel. Thoroughly looking forward to this, and hopefully the people watching here hopefully make us feel very welcome here. I am Sean, and got myself a co-commentator here in the former two-time champion of this series, Liam McEwen. How are you doing tonight, Liam?
I'm good. Back from a nice festive period into the series we were all waiting for. And longest season ever, so plenty of time for some drama.
Before we get into the stuff, how was your Christmas and New Year?
It's very nice. Just spent time with family.
Yeah, it's quite quiet for you then. Yeah, same for us then.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so here we go then. Yes, as you said then, the long-awaited season. It's probably been like the longest break that we've had in this championship. And, you know, new cars, 2001 season, the first year of the then defunct, well, Super Tourer eras, whole new concept, these cars and whatnot. So, yeah, it should be good. And as you said there as well, the longest calendar that we've ever had. We're going to be doing 9 rounds of this. So we've got 27 races in store for you for this season. What's your thoughts on it?
It's, we've only really done the normal sort of 6. I think in season 8 we did 8. It wasn't generally liked that much, but with this one, because of Gran Turismo 7 coming out, that was sort of the best thing to do, to not have massive breaks. But yeah, it's nearly the length of a full British touring car season, so mistakes won't be punished as hard because you'll have more rounds to catch up the points.
Yeah, I think the most that we had was back in season 8 when we did 8 rounds, but then afterwards we did 6. But then this season, you know, if there was plans to do going up to 8, but then they moved it up to 9. So yeah. So before we get into qualifying, we just want to talk about the rules of this. So we've, like I said, we've got 3 races per round, so 27 races for your entertainment. Also, what more importantly is the medium tyre rule. I think some of the drivers, you know, don't know about the medium tyre rule. So I don't know who can explain it better, you or me, because my dyslexia is not good when it comes to explaining stuff.
I can if you want.
Go on, then.
So basically, out of the 9 rounds, you have to use the medium tyre in 1 race per round, but you can only do that 3 times for each race. So over the season you can use the mediums 3 times in race 1, 3 times in race 2, and 3 times in race 3. And it's a very strategical thing. If you use them in race 1, you have to qualify on them as well, so you have to think about what tracks you want to take where. Some drivers seem to struggle with the idea initially, probably because it's something quite new to them. But once they learn it, it's quite a good concept and spices up the racing.
It does, yeah. And qualifying is only 5 minutes long, and so you're going to be seeing like a whole dash of cars going out there to try and get to the fastest time. Bonus point for the person who starts on pole after qualifying, and also another bonus point for the fastest lap of the races. 20 points for a win, it's 17 for second, then you've got 15, 13, 11, all the way down to 14th place, who only get 2 points, which I believe you've got a full lobby, which is the first time you've had this season. Well, we didn't have all 14 last season for sure, but yeah, that's good to see. We've got all 14 races here. A couple of drivers that we're not going to be seeing that were supposed to be racing that aren't racing tonight is, I believe, Everett Van Til, I think you want to say rookie again. I know he made 2 appearances last season, but this is his first full-time season, but he's not going to be racing tonight, so he has been replaced by the returning Jeffrey Wiestenborg, driving the Lexus for JS Motorsport, and his teammate is a rookie in this guy, Mendugas Katidas, stepping up from Asher Series, the Toyota Series, so he's given the BTCC Series a go, driving the Lexus liveried, Lexus actually, in the 2001 Series. Actually, we'll go through some of the drivers too, actually. So we've got ourselves here Twan Volbrecht. Absolute heartbreak for him last season at Goodwood. You know, he was the most hottest man in the second half of the season. In terms of points wise, not looks, don't get that right, don't get that wrong, but yeah, he was on red hot fire, and then it just came, came to crumbles. And his teammate is yet again, it is where is he is he in the pits? No, I don't know where the nerve he is. I can't even
place.
find him. There he is. So there's Ethan Graham. There, those two were also defending team champions as well when they were driving the Ford Mondeo last season. So they are driving for the Alfa Romeo team, which is, I can't remember what it is called. It's oh no, that's JS Motorsport. Sorry. So the Lexus is ABG Motorsports. My apologies. There he is then. So that's the Lexus, the ABG Motorsports. Next up, we've got Team Export. That is Xavier McIntosh right there. And what heartbreak for him then, because he had the championship in his hands and then, you know, it just slipped away from him. Just completely slipped away from him. Guys going off left, right and centre in race 3, and, you know, the title just slipped through his fingers. And his teammate, yet again, Rob Schauler, for a multiple seasons now, those two. And the Hyundai has also made a return back to the series. Nice to see that back. The other Hyundai is the Vauxhall Motorsports. I'm trying to find where one of them is. There he is there, Adam Piper. A multiple veteran of the series, but just struggles to get it done in terms of championship. And his teammate, yet again, Chris Clements, the season 16 champion. Back again. That, I believe that is a 4th season out of 5 there for Clements, being teammates with Adam Piper. Next up, we have, let's see, have a look further down through the pecking order. Yeah, this team here, the Peugeot Sport UK. This is Liam New, driving the BMW livery, well, Peugeot livery BMW, my apologies. And his teammate is the record-breaking 4 times champion of this series, season 11, season 12, season 14 and season 17, Lewis Edwards. And he's back again in the BMW, which he has actually won the championship, well, the Drivers' Championship, on 3 occasions. So, you know, he's going to be a favourite to watch out for during the course of the season. Next up, we've got the MG Motorsport, the MG Sport and Racing. Again, same driver I line up there. This is Ash Sharp, who actually does a wonderful job with these liveries there, looking on point as always. So massive thank you as well to Ash for making these liveries look pinpoint accuracy. And his teammate is again Leon Welsh. There he is. Now the MG was quite late into the BTCC Championship during that year, so there you go, a bit of fact there for you. Another, I think that's 6 teams we've gone through, I believe it is. Yeah, it is. And now we're just waiting for the last team to go through. What position is he in again? There he is. This is it. Now, this is the Team Atomic Kitten car. Now, for any hardcore BTCC fans who'll think that that's not from 2001, you are right, it's from 2002. It's just that 2001 really didn't have a lot of cars out that year, because obviously with the change of the new cars and that, the Super Tourers were completely gone. So we've decided to stick a 2002 car in there. This is Jordan Hogan making a return to the series. I think it's the first time since season 10 when we were using the 1997 livery. And his teammate was supposed to be Jay Hardy, but unfortunately Jay is not here today, and he has been replaced by Luke Clifford. Just to let you know that Luke Clifford there returning back into the championship. That's all the drivers that you need to know. We're we should be getting qualifying underway very, very soon, and yeah, qualifying again going to be very important. Who wants to have bragging rights to start on the pole? As we see there, Katinas then just lighting up his tyres just to get off the line very well. The Lexus should be quite quick around this track, considering with its straight line power it has. But let's see what we can do then when we get in the first round of qualifying underway. As all the cars they're stopping at the first corner. Oh, someone just went straight on there. Has the marshal look on very conservatively there. So here we go then, qualifying is underway, 5 minutes. And what we'll go through is we'll go through the list of drivers then and what tyres they're going to be starting on for this race. It looks like the 2 Lexuses are going to go out first, of Katinas and Westenborg. Just trying to figure out the name there because he is a standing driver. So we'll go through the drivers then one by one. So we're looking here at Volbrecht, and here you can see on the bottom sort of left on the screen, he's using the RM, which means he's using the first of his 3 medium tyres as Liam described. So, Volbrecht using mediums for race 1 in qualifying, and like as Liam says, if you're doing qualifying on the medium tyres, you've got to start the race on mediums too. So everyone should be out on track there. Clement's a little bit late coming out onto the track, but should be holding no harm, no foul. So here we go. Then there's a look then at Katinas, the rookie. He's on super softs. Well, we said there, Volbrecht on the mediums. Now the field are going. Now the field's just getting it there too. Edwards on mediums. What is Schauler on? Schauler is on the super softs, followed by Liam New on mediums. Ethan Graham on New on softs. Sorry, yeah, my apologies. I'm just blind now. Ethan Graham on softs. Jordan Hogan also on softs. Vestenborg on softs, McIntosh also on softs, Leon Welsh just moving out of the way for Piper, and he's just gonna, that could be some smart strategy there, trying to get his teammate there to work together. That could be some smart thinking there. But Welsh on the softs, Piper's also on the softs, Ash Sharp on the medium tyres. And it looks like there was another cut. Looks like Jordan Hogan is slowing down there, maybe to try and get closer to his teammate, Luke Clifford. There he is, who is on the soft tyres, and Clements then also on the super soft. So not a lot of drivers then taking the medium tyres for race 1. As Edwards, the champion, and Volbrecht, looks like they're going to be doing a bit of working together on the straightaway. Both of them on the medium tyres, so they're on the slower compound tyres. Ooh, as Edwards gets a little sideways out of the second corner, Rebus. And then another long straightaway into turn 3, Schlossgold. It's a very deceiving sort of racetrack, this, Liam. It's like got lots of straightaways, but it's got very sharp corners that can very easily catch you out.
Yeah, you look at it, it's quite a short track. The corners look fairly simple, but a mistake is never far away here. It's lots of gravel traps, a lot of corners sort of get tight on the exit, so it's not easy. Tell you what, there's a bit of a mad dash there for cars there. Looks like that Schauler's gone in between the two medium tyre races of Edwards and Volbrecht, and now you can see that Volbrecht is getting catched up now by his teammate Ethan Graham. So first of all, we're going to see the rookie Katinas as he's just crossing out of the Red Bull Mobile corner. Also, track limits has also got to be paying attention to. Set a time of a 1:35.350. That will put him obviously on top. And Schauler in the Export Hyundai goes to the pole only by 12 thousandths of a second ahead of Ethan Graham in the Mitsubishi Alpha livery. But then now all of a sudden McIntosh is now stuck on the pole position, and he's just nearly 3 tenths quicker than his teammate. So McIntosh on the pole, his teammate in second. It's an Export 1-2 at the moment. It is, and McIntosh was in clean air, so he had no toe or nothing. He's just keeping himself to himself, doing his own thing.
So we've got a minute, 60 seconds to go until the end of qualifying, and it is an Export 1-2. Then you've got Ethan Graham 3, 4th place for Katinas, doing a superb job already in his rookie. Then you've got his teammate Jeffrey Vestenborg in 5th. Then in 6th you've got Adam Piper, the first of the Vauxhall Motorsport boys. Then 7th place is Lewis Edwards, but he is on the medium tyres. It's a full second down. Liam New, his teammate, in 8th. 9th is Leon Welsh. Then 10th place is Volbrecht. Luke Clifford in 11th. His teammate, Luke Clifford. Yeah, Clifford in 11th. His teammate. Oh, Sharp has gone a little bit off there out of turn 4. So that may hampered Clifford's run. I think it may have actually. Jordan Hogan 12th, Sharp 13th, and Clement still down there in 14th, doing a 1:38.654. So he's made a mistake that lap there, but he's definitely hopefully improving on that lap time. But looks like he's kind of struggling around here, as Katinas has put his Lexus in between the two Export drivers. More movers and shakers then going on through the field in terms of the qualifying. But and again, and looks like that McIntosh went quicker, only by 15 thousandths of a second. Graham back at the second spot, and Schauler also improved to 3rd, and Katinas, the rookie, went down to 4th place. Now what is Clement's going to do, as he's going to cross the line and he will go into 9th place then. So 9th place for Clements. So already Xavier McIntosh is already leading the championship because he's got the point for pole position.
Well, Katinas must have just snuck another lap in, so he has a chance.
Oh, he does. Yeah, my apologies. Yeah, yeah, he's got every chance to do it. I forgot because he was the first guy out in qualifying. That's right. So Katinas, 1:35.203. He's got to find at least 3 temps to get to the pole position. Nearly 2 temps to get ahead of Schauler. And he's purple in sector 2. So here we go then. Katinas, will he cause a bit of a surprise here? Like I said, this Lexus will be quick on this track. It's got loads of straight line. Now then, here we go, then the critical last 2 corners. This is Rent Curve, turn 8, and then into Red Bull Mobile, turn 9. Again, track limits, got to be careful on the track limits here. That's nice and tidy out of there. Now, will he stick that Lexus on the pole position and upset the McIntosh? Partly, he does not. So only goes into 4th, it stays in 4th place. So McIntosh gets the pole position and gets the championship point as well for that pole position.
I expect an egg 1-2 into turn 1 with the Hyundai starts.
Oh, indeed, yeah, no, from experience, yes, indeed. So here we go, then, the starting grid then for round 1 of season 18. It's McIntosh, Graham, then Schauler, then Katinas, New in 5th, Vesterborg, 6th, Piper, then 8th place is Volbrecht, 9th is Clements, followed by Edwards, Jordan Hogan, then Leon Welsh, Luke Clifford, and Ash Sharp, the 4 MGs at the back of the pack. 11 laps around the tricky Red Bull Ring at Spielberg. Lights out, and away we go. Good start, as you said, from the Hyundais. They're going to go into 1-2, then into the first corner. A couple of the MG drivers, I think that's Jordan Hogan trying to put a block. That was on Leon Welsh, but it is an export 1-2 after the first corner. Graham down into 3rd place, Katinas in 4th, Liam New in 5th, and Volbrecht has made a good size already up into 6th position on those medium tyres.
Yeah, it's a fairly clean start. We've got a lot of side-by-side up into turn 3, so might see some action.
That's the MG boys. They're still fighting for 10th and 11th positions respectively there. As running right then, I think, goes Liam New. He's just gone back onto the racetrack, but he may have to surrender that 5th place because Volbrecht, no, he's got the position. So then Stauben into Schlossgold at turn 3. It is still Export Warner 2, Ethan Graham in 3rd. Look at the field of cars then, beautiful looking lineup there. As now Graham tries to stick his nose in, or spoiling the Export party, and well, oh, it's nearly leading on a bit on Schauler then into Rounch turn 5. Oh, and I think Graham is trying to go for the old switcheroo, but just can't do it just yet. I'm actually amazed. Oh, no, he's got the job done now. He's got it then into Worth Curve. He's got 2nd spot. Now is Schauler going to try and find a way back again on the Alfa Romeo driver. He's right up into the tool. And there he goes. He's going to pull out then onto the inside of Rent Curve. Oh, little contact there through turn 8. And then into the last corner. That actually helped Graham. That's pretty much nearly a NASCAR-style bump drafting because he caught a little bit closer to the back of McIntosh then. So pretty much see this crew as you were in qualifying. 1, 2, 3, 4. The only big improver is Volbrecht on the mediums, 5th place.
Yeah, Graham might be a bit vulnerable up to turn 3 here. He's got a Hyundai and a Lexus behind him, 2 of the quickest in a straight line. And that wasn't a good exit from T1. Schauler's already on him. Also, not a good exit there too as well from Liam New as he just sticks all 4 wheels off the track there. So track limits is also into use here. But look at Katinas. He's going to try and find any which way. Let's ride on board then with the rookie doing a stellar job so far. 4th in qualifying, 4th in the race already. But yeah, Graham's going to have his work cut out here to keep Schauler and Katinas behind him. McIntosh is already nearly 2 seconds away from this battle for 2nd spot. And again, Schauler hasn't a look on the inside at 3. Has he got the job done this time? Ethan late on the brakes and shuts the door right in Schauler's face. Yeah, even if Schauler's not making the place, we know he's willing to play the team game for McIntosh. So even if he's not getting past, he's holding the pack up. He's slowing Graham down and keeping them away from McIntosh.
Pass there for 5th place then. Liam New passing the medium, the slower tired Volbrecht. As what's happened now? Oh, was it Schauler?
Graham and Schauler. Schauler got down the inside and Graham did a block that was probably too aggressive, and Schauler had to... He was on the grass on the brakes and went into the side of him.
So he's got to do...
held positions.
Yeah, he had a good run out of there. Oh, yeah, that was a bit iffy. Oh, and I know Schauler will not like that there one bit from Graham.
No, it was probably a bit over-aggressive, but... no real harm came out of it. But it's helped McIntosh, he's up to 2.5 seconds.
Volbeck kind of struggling now on the medium tyres there. Now he's under a lot of pressure there as Vestenborg has left the room. Unfortunately, hopefully that's a disconnection, because he did have a good qualifying, not unless if he had made a mistake then. But now you've got the top, you know, you've got second, third, fourth, and then you've got this party now that's joined by Liam New, and he's bringing the 2 Vauxhall Motorsport drivers of Piper and Clements, and also Volbeck too. So we've got a huge scrap now for second place.
Yeah, Volbeck has been passed by both the Astros.
Oh, and Piper just smashed into Liam New's back end there. I think Liam just kind of braked a little bit early into turn 2. Let's have a look. On board with Piper. Oh, did he have some help there? He might have had a bit of help from Volbeck that got into the back of him. Vestenborg has joined back in the lobby. Yeah, I think looking at that view there, I think Volbeck did get into the back of Piper, which got into Liam New, but you know, Piper's now into 5th position, New down to 6th, and where did that put Volbeck down? He's down in 9th place.
Yeah, so he's back with Edwards, his fellow medium runner. And Charles up to 11th as well.
And also Jordan Hogan making his return for the first time in about 8 seasons. He's back in there, 8th place. Doing a good job so far there, and he's actually trying to catch up to last season's champion Clements in the Red Bull Mobile as we start lap 4.
There's so many cars going out wide.
Yeah, there is some track limits there, so the drivers have got to be very careful. As it looks like Katinas was thinking about making a move on Schauler just up ahead. But look at the top 3 there. Look at that 2nd, 3rd and 4th nose to tail. Piper again running out wide. He's got to be careful, because he will get penalties for track limits.
Well, yeah, it's a very possible as Schauler and Katinas have a great run again. And
again, breaking into turn 2, but it's just nowhere for Katinas to go because they're still side by side. There's a little touch there just to make good friends. Katinas only losing the rear there, but again, got a good drive out of 2, but just can't find any which way on Schauler.
No, Katinas and Schauler are good friends. Katinas is a friend of AXR, so he's not going to try anything too silly on Schauler.
You can see there already that McIntosh has already just jumped out to nearly a 4-second lead. That's nearly a second a lap. And he's also set the fast lap of the race. So it looks like it's going to be a perfect outing so far for McIntosh, for pole, and then a win, and also potentially the fast lap too.
Yeah, he could have the perfect race to start the season off. And if he starts race 2 on the softs again, it could be a double win.
Oh, Piper there. I don't know if there was contact between Piper and New, but now meanwhile Clements is up into 5th place now from starting 9th on the grid. Now you've got New and Piper side by side. That is for 6th position, and that is an overtake there. And now Jordan Hogan is sticking his Atomic Kitten car in the process. Can't get by Piper though. And again, drivers running a little bit out wide yet again to start lap 5 then. So it is McIntosh from Graham, Schauler, Katinas, then it is Clements, New, Piper, Hogan.
Oh, what's
Volbeck.
happened between Schauler and Graham? Schauler's way out wide in T1.
Well, here's a replay. Let's have a look. Gets into the toe of Graham. Graham goes defensive. And, I don't know. I don't know if Graham kind of went back on his line, but he had Schauler there. I don't know, but I think Schauler may have just run out of room, or if Graham just slightly turned a little bit to the left to turn right. But the problem is Schauler was there on the outside, and now you can see Katinas now side by side with the season 15 champion into turn 3 now, fully on sideways that Lexus there, and he's doing a superb job at the right now. He's on for a potential podium finish here if he keeps it up, but he can get definitely second place in the bag.
Yeah, Katinas is a very, very fast driver. Schauler will hopefully fight so that he can get back in the action.
I think he possibly will do. The only problem is he's going to bring the whole cavalry behind of Clements, and then you got Piper, and then you got New, then Hogan and Volbeck as well. So it could concentrate it to like an 8-car battle for second place, potentially, if Graham still decides to hold up Katinas. And you can see Schauler's catching.
This is just one of those races where it just shows how much having to constantly defend affects you. I mean, Graham was less than half a tenth off of McIntosh in quali, but because he's always had Katinas or Schauler on him, his fastest lap is... Well, McIntosh hasn't had a lap slower than Graham's best lap, because he's always having to defend.
Yeah, he's defending the race of his life already, and we're just about into the second half of the race then, and on board with Schauler looking very, very good so far. Now then he's going to go, trying to go around the outside of Katinas into Remus. Now is that going to give Clements an opportunity? No, he doesn't. He's going to stick it behind. Meanwhile, more cars going off track. That's Piper, and that's Liam New. That's allowed Jordan Hogan to go up into 6th place. So was there any contact being made in turn 2? Here's a replay.
Yep, I think New did, because he's just let Piper go.
Oh, yeah, 3 into 1, and Remus does not go, and Jordan Hogan was the big winner out of all of that.
Yeah, I figured New did something, because they went out wide and he was the one on the inside, and he just gave it up to Piper.
Yeah, so New... Go on.
I was going to say, Clements is having a great race so far from a poor quali where he didn't really look on the pace, probably due to lack of practice. He's up with the battle for second.
He could sniff a potential podium here, yeah. And meanwhile, Schauler is going to make a move on Katinas. No, he doesn't. Sticks in back on the racing line. Yeah, so Clements, the season 16 champion again. Look at the drivers then nearly using over track limits they can. And McIntosh is nearly up to, like, what is it, a 5.5 second lead over this battle now for second place.
Yeah, he's just doing his thing. You know, he's been 34.9, 35.0, 35.0, 34.9, 35.0. He's in a rhythm and he's just taking full advantage of his good work in quali.
Well, that's multiple times I've seen Liam New going off the track at turn 1. He should be penalised quite soon after this now, because that's been like a handful of times that New has gone off.
Here.
Oh, here we go then. Oh, look at this mess then. Here comes Katinas. Katinas is up into second place. Now is Schauler going to follow suit? Will the Alfa Romeo have the speed off turn 2? Yes, it does. But Katinas now up into P2. And what's Clements doing? He's trying to do a pass on the grass.
Yeah, Katinas got passed up on the run towards turn 3. Schauler couldn't quite complete it. Does Graham come back instantly? He does.
Oh, he tries to, and he forces his way through back into second place. Now is that going to give an opportunity for Schauler to have a look? He's got the preferred line. He's got the inside for turns 5. Oh, there's a lot of respect there. Katinas giving Schauler a lot of room, and you said, like you says, they are good friends, so respect being shown. So Schauler back into third. And really, you know, I mean, Clements didn't really capitalise, because Katinas ran very wide out of 5, but held on to that 4th spot.
Yeah, I think he's probably realising that he's come a long way from quali. He doesn't want to try something too silly, just bag good points. He'll try and see maybe a bit later if there's something to grab, because if he grabs 4th or 3rd now, he'll probably lose it and then have to fight for it again.
Have a look further back in the back of the pack. We were just on board with the champ there, Lewis Edwards, when we see Liam New going off the track. We also got the cars here at the back here, led by Leon Welsh in 11th, followed by Ash Sharp 12th, and then there is Luke Clifford, just a very late replacement over Jay Hardy. He sits there in a 13th position.
Clements has a nose in on Katinas.
He does, into 2, and that is 4th place, potentially 3rd. He's going to get 2 and 1, is he? Oh, now they're 3 wide out of turn 2. Piper's for a little bit wide out of that corner. He's on the outside. Look at that then. So it's going to be Schauler. Or is it the power of the Lexus that's going to go through? Clements, now he's going to thread the eye to need and go through the middle of them. Thinks better of it though, but Katinas has got P3 again.
That's worked well for Graham. That's the first time they fought and it's not been against him, and he's pulled over 1 second.
It's allowed Piper and Hogan now to catch up. Piper then recovering from the incident that he had a few laps ago with Liam New. So he's up to 6th, and Jordan Hogan down into 7th. There's New in 8th, followed by Volbrecht, the first of the medium tyres runners, in 9th. And then you've got Lewis Edwards in 10th, followed by Welsh, Sharp and Clifford, 11th till 13th from Westenborg, unfortunately disconnected, but he is back again, as again that battle then for the bottom step at the podium. Schauler's got it back again.
Yeah, if they keep like this, Graham's definitely getting second, and now Clements is going to have a look. They're going to be 3 wide into T1.
Oh, here we go again then. Clements on the inside. They're sticking a Lexus inside the Hyundai sandwich into turn 1. Who's going to be brave on the brake? It is Clements. Clements then from 9th to 3rd already.
Yeah, it's been a great drive from Clement so far, showing why he's a former champion. But can these lot work together and get another former champion? Because Graham is just driving away.
Here comes Shaula. Shaula's, he's going to go free abreast, then into turn 2, contact with Katinas, and Shaula's back into third place, and Piper's up into P4. My oh my, what a race we're having here for the bottom step of the podium.
No one is rusty from those 3 weeks off. It is straight back into the action.
This is what BTCC is all about. More contact. That's Katinas on Patel and Shaula for third and fourth now. And now Piper's now is into fourth position. But this is a 20-wheel disaster for third place as Clements is trying to stick his high and die in between Katinas. And look at Jordan Hogan. He's going to take full advantage of it. He's going to get up into sixth place. It's all going on. Oh, he's going to get back on the inside of Clements too. Oh, this is a mess. This is a mess of cars. It could be, but look at the mess of cars now. And Liam News into the thick of this. Yeah, indeed it is. Well, not second because Ethan's pulled away. It's basically third down to ninth.
Oh, News just sort of shoved Hogan off, but he keeps the place.
And look at the cars going off all over the track there. My Katinas, it's all going wrong this lap here. Goes right back in front of the middle of the track and nearly gets into Liam New. Now he's side by side with, I believe that's Volbrecht. Did. We've got 2 more laps of this. We've got another 26 rounds to go here, Liam. I don't know if I can take much more of this already.
Oh, me too. I mean, it's already kicking off. It's race 1. Normally everyone's a bit conservative, try and bank some points.
Could they thinking this is
no.
like the racing like it's the last round of the championship, let alone the first race? Absolute madness already.
Schauler definitely wants to maximise points, and actually as well, Piper's got fastest lap now.
Oh yes, indeed he does then. So McIntosh's dream start, it's still going strong, but he's not got the full points now because the fact that Piper's now got the fastest lap. And I also noticed that Piper does good around this track. I think the last time he raced it was the 2016 cars, and I think he actually had the podium position that he's actually racing against his teammate and the guy that he's battling on the track right now, Shaula. They were both driving for the MG Lexuses that season.
Yeah, I remember Adam did something quite stupid that day in the party chat. Rob asked him to slow down so he could have a battle. He did, and they lost the podium.
Oh,
because Rob ended up beating him. But yeah, my point of Schauler is he has missed out in the Constructors' Championship just like 3 or 4 times now, so I think he really wants that, so he's going to be desperate to keep third here for that couple extra points. And McIntosh's fastest lap back.
Oh, McIntosh has got the fastest lap back. Yeah, indeed he does, as we start the last lap then. So I think it's pretty much confirmed who's going to be first and second, but it's just anyone's guess who's going to be third place. And meanwhile, it looks like Liam New is on the inside of Volbrecht, possibly into turn 1. Loads of drivers going off the track here. They were warned about track limits here. So there's definitely going to be penalties plenty after race 1.
Yeah, I was on board with Schauler. I know he got a nudge from Piper. I don't know if Piper was nudged by Clements or whatnot.
Oh,
but
wow.
There was a lot going off.
Look at the blocking there that Volbrecht ending. And that's New there going off at turn 2 yet again. But he had such a good run there, and Volbrecht using all of the racetrack to defend that 7th place. Oh, that's see what happened there. Hogan got in front of New, and it caught it caught Liam off guard. So Hogan got into the path of Liam.
New's done his... New is just... Oh, dear.
Oh, it's so happening again. Jeezy peeps. It's absolute carnage. And Edwards has gone by.
New's let him through. New had his own little crash with Volbrecht, held everyone up, and then let Edwards through.
And now Piper's on the inside. Now back to turn 6. Has he got it? No, Charlotte's got the inside, though. But will the crisscross happen again? Again, look at Shaula. He's going pretty much to the middle of the track, and now they fan out. Double file then. Into the last corner, though. McIntosh wins race 1. Perfect start for him. Second place then to Ethan Graham. But it looks like it's going to be Rob Shaula that's going to get a podium out of all that insane racing from race 1. Shaula 3rd, Piper 4th, Clements 5th. Then Katinas getting 6th place. Jordan Hogan 7th. 8th place for Volbrecht. Liam New 9th. And 10th place then goes to Liam New. What an eventful first race that was there. Leon Welsh crossing the line in 11th place. Again, sorry to see these drivers that we haven't seen a lot of during the first race. Clifford 12th and Sharp 13th. What a first race that was there, Liam.
Yeah, I mean, For the first race of the season, when we've had 3 weeks off, nobody's lost their touch. Everyone was on it. And I mean, even in the middle of a season, a 9-car scrap is pretty mental.
I think they're just wanting to show, you know, because, you know, new era, new chapter of this series, they want to show what we're all about. And I think, you know, yeah, I mean, they made a good example of it so far. Absolute madness racing. Look at that, third down to sixth. It's just about 0.6 of a second. Unbelievable. So, you sort out the hingy. So you could do the unofficial results while I sort out I can't mind exactly. Anyway, you do the unofficial results. I'm still in awe after race 1.
Yeah. So Macintosh, our nearly champion last season, with the perfect start, pole win, fastest lap, maximum points. Graham, who was hounded for the first 90% of the race with a pretty comfortable second in the end. Schouler fended off the 2 Vauxhalls to take third, with Piper fourth, Clements fifth. Katinas in 6th place. He was also in that fight for the podium, but was one of the big losers of it. Hogan with a good result in his return with 7th place. Volbrecht highest of the medium runners on 8th. Reigning champion Edwards in 9th. New with a crazy turn 3 in the last lap, 10th. Welsh 11th. Clifford 12th, and Sharp in 13th, also on the medium tyres.
I'm just forgetting as well, did Westenborg start on mediums as well, or was he on softs? I forget.
I'm not sure. We can always check back on the stream.
Yeah, we could, yeah. Let's have a look then at some of the chats then after that insane first race. Let's have a look then. So we've got Shadow saying, you said I'm not hot. No, I mean, don't take it personally now. Night Phantom saying, you know, supporting his friend again. Jordan Hogan in the chat saying, what a way to come back. Definitely. I mean, what a way to start off there. And someone else is saying FYI. I don't know. I think that looks kind of Russian or Ukraine. I'm not too sure. But anyway, what a first race that was there. Wow. I'm lost for words already.
And now we get it all over again with the medium tyres thrown in.
Yeah. So we'll go through some of the drivers now. So, because I've got my list up with me too. So we've got Clements then, looks like he's going to be starting on the mediums. Westenborg, oh no, he's on mediums too. Yeah, Westenborg on mediums. So I think there was only 3 races using the mediums in race 1. So there you go then. So Westenborg on mediums. Clements also on mediums. Edwards, he's already done his medium stint, so he can go softs now the rest of the 2 races now. Clifford, he's also on mediums. Liam New is saying on softs, so that means he's going to be doing the mediums for race 3. As he's sliding out the Red Bull Mobile, it looks like that Schouler is going to start on mediums from 3rd on the grid. Katinas, he's going to be also on mediums. Volbrecht has already done his mediums for race 1, so he can go soft the rest of the way. Piper on mediums. Looks like Macintosh. Yeah, that might be a good strategy there. You know, go for the... You know, you got the win in the first race. Go for the softs again in race 2, because you are starting on the pole. And it looks like Leon Welsh and Jordan Hogan also on mediums, as well as Ethan Graham. So we've got a lot of drivers then using the mediums in race 2.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at the tyres and where everyone is, if Macintosh can drive like he did in race 1, it should be a somewhat straightforward race for him. Then, of course, he'll start at the back on mediums, but then you can always pick off a couple of places. You can maybe get... We'll have a couple of cars in the mediums. You can maybe get like an 8th or a 7th or something like that.
Yeah, indeed. And also, we did mention as well that in terms of the 3 races, it's the start of race 2, it's based on results from race 1, and for the final race of the night, race 3, it is a full reverse grid. So say, for example, if you've seen here Ash Sharp, he finished, say, dead last, for example, in race 2, therefore he's going to be starting on pole for race 3, okay? So we forgot to say about that as well. So it's just basically full reverse grid. So whoever wins race 2, they're going to be starting dead last in the final race of the night.
Yeah, it's like BTCC's random ball thing they do, but we can't do that. So just a full reverse grid, because who doesn't love a reverse grid race?
Who doesn't at all? So what a perfect start then for Macintosh. Got everything, pole, fastest lap, and the win. Do you think the heartbreak from season 17 has really got the drive, the determination to be that this could be his season? I know we only in one race in, but it looks like he's already made his authority very much well clear.
Well, we know the Hyundai is a car that he and Schauler like, so he's in a comfortable platform, and yeah, it could be what he's using to fuel it, because if he gets winning fastest lap, he's already on 43 points, which in itself is a good haul for a whole round. Mm-hmm. And then he's got another race to go, so he could get 50 plus, which is a great round.
So we're getting ready then for race 2. We've got 8 people watching, which is good. We're hoping to see a bit more for a new series on this League Racing TV. But oh well, can't complain. Here we go then. Race 2 of 3. And like I said, it's based on results from race 1. So it is McIntosh and then Graham and then Schauler, followed by Piper and Clement. So you got the top 5, 4 of them on the mediums. Actually 5 in the top medium, with Katinas there in 6th. He's also on the mediums as well. Jordan Hogan, I think he's also on mediums in 7th. So Volbrecht, yep. Watch out for him from 8th on the grid. Then you got Edwards, then New, Welsh. Then you got Clifford, Sharp, and then Wiesenberg, a whole 14-car grid then, and away we go then. Already contact on the start finish on the straightaway then with Graham and that. And what on earth is Liam New doing there? He was weaving left and right all over the place. Don't know if he was trying to avoid an accident or whatever, but that's interesting. Meanwhile, Schauler, again, the Hyundai's up in the 2nd position. And expect Schauler to play the team position here. Like as you said there, ooh, what's happened there with one of the, that's Volbrecht trying to make a move on Piper then into the tight and tricky turn 2, using a lot of curb there and losing the rear out in the process. And look at Katinas there, was trying to make a move on the inside of Edwards but can't find a way by. But looks like we're all relatively clean, no, first half of the lap.
It was, yeah, it was a different start for Schauler. I think either Graham got a better one or the Hyundais weren't as good, but he actually did the move around the outside into turn 1, so...
Oh!
A good move this time.
Jordan Hogan sticking a couple of wheels on the gravel out of 3. So he's going to be going down the pecking order. I want to see how Sharp will do, because there's a lot of drivers on the mediums. I think I've counted, there's about 8 or 9 of them. So Sharp can get actually a really good run here. He started 13th, I believe, and he's already up into 10th, so he's gained 3 positions already. Has Ash. And he's got Katinas there in 9th place. He's also on mediums. Liam New on softs in 8th.
Yeah, he's got 5 cars in front of him on the mediums.
Yeah, indeed he does. And you can see that Schauler is already playing the team role. Oh, that was a bit of a corner cut there, Sharp. What was that all about? Like I said, Schauler playing the team role as he's holding up the field of cars to let his teammate McIntosh go off into the distance. Nearly a 2-second advantage now has McIntosh got over Schauler, who gets it all wrong out of Nicky Lauda. And are they going to go 3 wide? No, indeed they're not. But it's going to allow Clements to make a move.
From Graham.
Oh, okay. There we go then. They are going to go 3 wide then into turn 2. Hyundai on the inside, Hyundai on the middle, and there you go there. And Ethan Graham gets into 2nd place. Both of Clements and Schauler misjudged the break, and then Graham was like, "Thank you, I'll have 2nd."
I don't think Schauler will be pleased with that. He's kind of been forced out the way by Clements going in halt, and he's lost 2 places through it. It's not really punishable, but as someone in Schauler's possession, you'd just be like, "What a swear word."
Yeah, that's typical Schauler what he would do. So that's helped Graham a lot. The only problem is, though, is it's allowing Lewis Edwards here, and he is on the soft tyres. He has used those medium stints out of the way, and he's catching up with the guys that's ahead of them. Oh, that's an Alpha going very wide. That was Volbrecht. Volbrecht also on the soft tyres. He's having a bit of a hard time trying to get by these guys. Look at the mess now here at 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th with Sharp on the outside of Katinas.
Yeah, now Hogan's looking at a move on Volbrecht, tucks back in. But I don't know what happened to Volbrecht. He had a good lap 1, he was up to like 5th or 6th, and now he's back down to 8th, and it's Edwards the one making the progress. Yeah, Jordan is on the medium tyres, is he? Yes, he is. Yes, he is, okay. Here comes Clements then, he's going to dive out, making a move on the inside. I think there must have been a position change. I think Clements let the position go by to Schauler. Now they're going to be side by side, and look out for Lewis Edwards, because he's all over the back of the pair of the Hyundais. It's so similar to the last race, but a bit sooner now. Graham's pulling away from these lot, and there's just going to be a massive fight behind Clements and Schauler.
Oh, no, no contact. Oh, Edwards gets into the back of Schauler. There, you have the contact. We were on board with Edwards. Was that really pretty much a push to pass there? Because there was a little nudge.
I would say so. I was on board with Edwards. I think if that one probably wasn't given back, he could be penalised for that. Because he sort of made himself a door.
Oh, I think Schauler's repaying the favour as he gets his sideways to Edwards. And watch out for New now side by side with Adam Piper. That is for sixth position. Further back there, Volbrecht's still really struggling with the Mitsubishi here, and it's what we saw last season. He struggled to get to grips with the Hyundai, with the Mazda, sorry, but then he really turned it on second half of the season. I wonder if this is going to be another slow burner yet again.
I will give him the Mitsubishi is a very odd car to drive. It's got a weird technique. You have to literally rev it to the point that it's about to bang off the limiter and then change. Because if you don't, you lose so much speed in a straight line. And it's got no front end. It's somehow a race-winning car, but it feels awful to drive. It's
a championship-winning car, because you saw Nicholas Cole won it in Season 9 and Clements won it in Season 16. But he made a good pass there on Hogan. He really made it late breaking into the penultimate corner. As it looks like that's Liam New and Schauler. There was a bit of smoke from each driver's side door after that. And Edwards now up into third spot.
Yeah, I think pending if Schauler does put it in, Edwards may end up finishing 5 seconds back of wherever he finishes.
Oh, and now Liam New is going to be playing a defensive game like what Schauler did in the opening few laps. It's an absolute mess now. And this is, and here comes Sharp. Sharp sticking his nose on the inside. I think that was on Jordan Hogan.
It is. If anything, if I was Liam New, I'd be setting off, because you've got Graham in second on the medium tyres. Edwards is going to fight with him in 2 or 3 laps' time. There's a potential for a podium here for Liam New.
Oh,
if he
Katina's
can
gone
go with Edwards.
Katina's running a little wide out of Schlossgold. It keeps it going, but he slows in time, no. But don't forget, he is on the medium tyres. That's a lot of them. And he's run wide again out of that's the next corner. I can't remember what corner that was. Turn 5. Yep, turn 5 round. So Katina's then struggling on those medium tyres, but he's 11th position at the moment, which means he'll start 4th on the grid for race 3. His teammate Westerborg is dead last, which means he will start on the pole for race 3, still battling with Clifford and Leon Welsh. And Welsh really kind of struggling with that MG livery Mazda at the moment.
Yeah, the Mazda is a car they know very well. But you see this a lot with Welsh. One round he's unstoppable, like last season when he won at Brands Hatch. And then the next race he's just sort of nowhere. His form sort of ebbs and flows a lot.
Right then, so we've got now Clements now up into P5. New is trying to pull away from this battle of these full potential medium battle, really. Now Schauler's going to go outside again. Volbrecht and Sharp, they're both on the soft tyres. They should go by both Clements there. Oh, here we go again. And I think this time Volbrecht has got it done. I don't know what on earth happened to Piper. He's fallen way down the order. Schauler's flashing the lights at someone. He's not too happy. Was it Volbrecht again? Or was it Clements?
Potentially. Could be Volbrecht. And now Sharp gets back Schauler. He's up 7th. Yeah,
I mean, like I said, Sharp used those medium tyres out the way. Watch out for him. He could have a good race here, Sharp. But you just hope he doesn't spin it or go off the track here. But Sharp, 13th, he started in. He's up to 7th. And I've just noticed there too that Lewis Edwards is up into 2nd place. He's managed to get by Graham, but Graham is on those medium tyres on that Alpha.
Yeah, now the question is, can Liam New catch up to Graham? Their lap times are similar.
Yeah, but he's got to close at least a second a lap. That's going to be quite impossible. Unless if a McIntosh doesn't make a mistake.
Yeah, the good thing for McIntosh is, again, he's got fastest lap, so he'll be sitting on 43 out of a possible 43, barring... Oh, Edwards got close to his fastest lap there, only 300ths away, but he would have had some tow.
Now we've got Volbrecht, who's now 3 away from this mad dash for the medium tyres. As Sharp looks like he's made a pass on, that is Clements, out of Nicky Lauda. And Clements going completely off the track there too. And now what is Schauler going to do? They're going to go 3 wide yet again, then into turn 2. Here we go again. It's not the first time we've heard this already. 3 wide, and Schauler's back into 6th place. Sharp in the middle of it, and now Clements is now 1. He's the big loser out of that, because he's going to lose that another spot to Piper.
think Clements just has enough speed, he might be able to nudge in front, but actually Piper's now got the toe. So they're going to be side by side into turn 4.
Yeah, there we go then, side by side. I always thought this was turn 3. I didn't know that little straightaway out before the Remus corner would be considered a corner.
Yeah, that little kink is considered as turn 2.
Oh, okay then. Right, okay, my bad. So this will be turn 6, I believe that is now. But yeah, Clements holding on to that 8th spot over Piper, and Jordan Hogan in 10th. But look at Sharp go. He is having a good race here. I mean, don't forget these drivers he's battling with are got the medium tyres. And
Liam
can also Liam
Graham
New. Now, don't forget what happened last season with those two. Those two had a lot of history with these two, and it also goes back to season 16 as well. Those two were former teammates when Ethan Graham was champion, and there's obviously not a lot of love lost between those two drivers when especially out on the track. There have been a lot of contact just like that, and Liam New's up into 3rd.
Yeah, it was a good move, a little bit of door banging, but you can expect that. And the bad thing for New is he's now got Volbrecht about 1 and 1.2 seconds behind him, and will Graham hold Volbrecht up, or will he let him go to try and take points off of the Peugeot team?
Knowing Graham being the team driver that he is, he should do that. Now let's have a look then at this battle then for 6th place then. It's still Schauler followed by Sharp, Clements in 8th, Piper 9th, Jordan Hogan just kind of dropping back a little bit there in 10th, followed by Katinas in 11th. 12th is his teammate now is Jeffrey Westenborg. Then 13th is Leon Welsh, and Clifford in 14th. And he's just braking on the straightaway. Looks like he's... looks like there's a problem there for... Oh, yellow flag. Who's spun off then?
It's Hogan.
Oh, Jordan Hogan's gone off. Oh, and it goes right into Leon Welsh.
The unghost right as Leon Welsh is dead behind him. Though he could be in trouble for the rejoin because he sort of did a flip spin right in front of Welsh.
Yeah, it's a bit not on now, unfortunately, there.
I think he's waiting, although I don't know if Welsh is typing or something.
No, Welsh has just been there.
But he's not moving.
Yeah, Welsh has just been there and he's not moving. So Welsh clearly annoyed from the unghosting from Jordan Hogan.
Well, one of them needs to move because Hogan's just sat there waiting for a car that's not moving.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Welsh is going to stop there. What's happened here? Liam New's gone out very wide. He's lost a spot and he's going to lose more spots. Liam New's gone off from 3rd down to potentially 8th place. Oh, actually, he lost 3rd spot because Graham has helped to get really late on the brakes and just went careering off into the tyre barrier. So New lost that 3rd spot that last lap.
Yeah, his old trick, the brakes of not using them. But there's the yellow flag still for Welsh's car.
Welsh is not moving.
If Volbrecht can get within 5 seconds of Edwards, there's still that sort of cloud over Edwards with his push to pass on Schauler. Of course, if he still ends up getting penalised, he'll get penalty points, and as we saw last season, he ended up picking up a qualifying ban. And with a longer season, it's not out of the question for Edwards to get a race ban. He was the only person to ever do it in the GT3 league, and he did it multiple times.
Yeah, just also to mention too, if you get 12 points on this, you do get a qualifying ban, and then if you make another contact with another one, then it's an actual race ban, is it, did you say?
Yes, I think if you get up to 15 points, don't quote me, but I think it's 15 points, it's then a race ban. Anyway,
Sharp's up to 5th. Look at Sharp go. He could potentially get 4th place here. He's got 3 laps to go, 2 seconds on Ethan. It's definitely doable actually for Sharp.
It is. Graham is sat in Volbrecht's toe, so that's going to work against Sharp.
That could work against,
if Volbrecht pulls away, or whether they're playing a team game, but I think it's just too little too late for Sharp to catch Graham when he's tucked up behind Volbrecht. Edwards' his fastest lap now.
Oh, indeed he has then. So, yeah, that's 1:34.5. He's burned the gap slowly down to 5.2 seconds. It's not enough, though. Again, more yellow flags, so that is for Leon Welsh's car just parked there out of 4. So, obviously, no overtaking at that corner then. I don't think that would concern McIntosh, though, even though he's going to lose a championship point. But it's got to be 2 wins from 2 already for the guy who finished runner-up last season.
Yeah, and I think Volbrecht is playing the team game because the gap's up to 7 seconds. It was 5 about a lap or 2 ago, so I think he's just pulling Graham along, trying to get the 3rd and 4th for the team's points.
And there is Sharp, and he is gaining. He's gained at least 3 tenths alone on Graham this lap alone. Now we can see that Schauler looks like he was defending. Didn't really need to defend there because Clements was not too far back of him, and New trying to recover from the moment that he had a couple of laps ago when he went from 3rd down to 5th and he went down to 9th. And he's starting to catch up though on Clements, but Clements is on the toe of Schauler. Liam New has had a very exciting first 2 races, it's fair to be said at least.
Yeah, I've been watching New a bit, and I can see what I think it was Volbrecht said about New's track limits. It's, I'll be very shocked if we don't see 2 penalties for New for track limits.
Now then, meanwhile, you've got the exportracing.com versus Vauxhall Motorsport of Schauler and Clements. Those two have also had a bit of history between those two. Now they're going to be side by side out of turn 3, Remus, and then down into 4. Now they don't want to be battling too much though, because I know they are on the slower compound tyres, and New is catching the pair of them. And Schauler may have misjudged the braking like there. I think Leon Welsh he's moved his car out of the way, so New's into the pit. Not New. Welsh. Welsh car is away.
Yeah, Hogan's in the pits and Welsh is out.
Oh, is that Hogan? Oh, is that Hogan? Okay, my apologies there. So Hogan out of the race in race 2. And now you can see that New has caught up now to Clements, his former teammate that won Clements the championship in season 16. Will he be a little bit more kinder to him? Oh, that's close. We're going to be starting the last lap then. Oh, here we go then. He's going for an overlap then into Red Bull Mobile. That's a corner cut and a half there, Liam New. That could be reviewed.
That would be an illegal overtake. He's cut the corner to make the move.
Well, we're on the last lap of the race then, and it looks like it's going to be 2 wins from 2 for McIntosh. Schauler. Oh, he's gone very wide. He's tank slapped and he's off. That was a weird place to go off there. There was no contact though. Was it just the case that he lost the rear? Oh, he just hit the rev limiter.
Oh, maybe an early downshift.
Yeah, he did downshift quite early because he was on the rev limiter. That might have been, I think that might have been a 3rd gear. But he's down to 10th place then, so problematic there for Schauler. However, it's not too much a cause for concern, because at this moment he will be starting 5th on the grid with the soft tyres in race 3. But meanwhile, his teammate is just showing his class yet again, just carrying where he left off from season 17. McIntosh, I just feel that he's been getting better and better and better this season. We've always known him as a gentleman racer, but it looks like he's showing his real true potential here already in these 2 races. As he comes out of the Red Bull Mobile, he's going to get 2 wins from 2. A perfect start, if you will, for Xavier McIntosh. Wins race 2. Lewis Edwardson running a little wide there out of Red Bull Mobile, but he will finish in 2nd place. And then we've got to wait then for Volbrecht to cross the line in 3rd place. It was a bit of a battle first half of the race, but worked his way through up into 3rd spot. His teammate Ethan Graham in 4th, and that's Sharp. What a race there for Sharp there, from 13th on the grid to finish P5. Liam New 6th, Clements in 7th, but that will definitely be reviewed. Piper in 8th, then it is Katinas in 9th, Schauler down in 10th place. He'll be absolutely annoyed by going off there at Jochen Rindt. No, not Jochen Rindt, Nicky Lauderkerf, sorry. Then you've got Wistenborg in 11th, 12th place goes to Luke Clifford, and we got 2 retirements, as you said there, Jordan Hogan 13th and Leon Welsh in 14th. So race 2 was not as maniac as race 1, I reckon. What do you think?
No, it was some crazy moments, a bit more incidents than race 1. But yeah. Hopefully race 3 is as exciting with a little less chaos.
Yeah, I hope so, because my throat's nearly going already. So there you go, 2 wins from 2 from Xavier McIntosh. That is already 40 plus points already for the season, for the championship, and for the team's championship as well. So let's pull up the unofficial race results, and you can go through them again then, Liam.
Yeah, let me just change the race settings quickly. To that. There we go. Now we just need to let it load. Right, so McIntosh with 2 wins out of 2, he will start at the back on the medium tyres. Edwards up to second, of course he'll be safe from penalty, might end up picking up penalty points. Volbrecht in third, Graham fourth, to make it a 3-4 for that team. Sharp up to fifth with a great drive. New in sixth, he might also face a penalty for his overtake on Clements and some track limits. Clements seventh, Piper eighth. Katinas 9th, Schouler in 10th after a last lap mistake, Westenborg 11th, Clifford 12th, Hogan, again another one with a shadow over him for his unsafe rejoin, and Welsh 14th, with an Edwards fastest lap.
So there you are then. So we're going to have not a lot of drivers then on the mediums. We know that McIntosh is going to be on the mediums. As far as I know, it is McIntosh. Then it should be Liam New. And also it should be... I can't mind who else. I'm looking at the tyres.
On them.
Oh, Clifford's on them. Okay,
yeah, he's
then.
in for Hardy.
Sharp saying they can go home. Well, you already are home.
Well, unless he's playing his PlayStation on his bus.
Yeah, maybe. No, that's true. Yeah, indeed. So then, looking at then at Clements there, he's had a pretty... it's the first race was up and down. There was like a seesaw where he was going to be finishing. But second race had a pretty good battle there with Schouler, and then obviously the incident with New. So he could gain a potential couple of spots then, pending official results. Then we're looking then at... so it's been a bit of a normal start to the season then, if you will, for Clements. Looking then at Westenborg, he's going to be starting pretty high up in the field in race 2. Still getting the struggles of trying to get that Lexus working around here. And there is the man of the moment right now, then Xavier McIntosh. Pole, fastest lap, 2 wins to his name. What more could you ask for? What more could you ask for? Leon Welsh has left the room. Maybe he was that annoyed with the with the incident with Jordan Hogan, I'm reckoning.
I hope that doesn't mean he's left and is coming back, because then I have to set the grid manually.
Oh.
Which is a pain.
And with it being reverse grid as well.
Yep, I have to put first and last, second and 13th. It's all...
And Liam New, well, I mean, again, more talks about him again. I mean, we have talked about some of his racing etiquette not being particularly the greatest, and it's showing yet again. Loads of, track limits and illegal overtakes, if you will.
For him, it's not collisions. It's just...
No, it's not collisions, no.
It's track limits and then an illegal overtake. It's not flying into people like he has been tended to do a lot. So at least that's improved. It's just, can he keep it on the track?
Yeah, we hope so. And now then, let's see what we can see here. Who's next on the grid then? Here is Katinas there. Very impressive start to the season, really, for the rookie Katinas. Qualified 4th, finished 6th in race 1, but then struggled in race 2. I think he got a top 10, didn't he? I think it was 9th, was it not? I believe it was a 9th. Katinas.
Yeah, I think he got 9th.
Yeah.
Due to Schouler's late demise.
Could be more as well with the fact with Liam New's corner cut, really. He could gain another spot here. So could be a pretty good start to the season for the rookie Katinas, actually. It really could be.
Yeah, I mean, he's I've raced him before, raced him quite a few times. I know he was good, so this is no surprise to me, but he might not be fully pleased with how it's gone. You know, he sort of was a bit of a big loser in race 1. He was fighting for the podium, ended up in about 6th place. So it's not been perfect, but he's definitely got the speed. And the Lexus isn't an easy car. It's got terrible front-end grip.
And some of the other drivers in the pit lane, then Piper, 6th. Obviously not starting 6th on the grid, but he's had a decent showing. Lewis Edwards, you know, obviously raced the mediums in race 1, got up to 2nd place in race 2. In a car that he's won the championship on 3 occasions as well. And Sharp too. I mean, you know, struggled in race 1. Said the Mazda was horrible driving the medium tyres, but look what you can do on the super softs. It got him up to a 5th place finish.
Yeah, he's starting higher this race.
Yeah, indeed he will. Well, he's going to be starting, what, 9th? 10th? 10th, I think it is, yeah, 10th.
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually with Leon Welsh now leaving the lobby, he could be starting...
If he comes back, who knows, or has he just had enough from the Hogan incident?
Possibly. But I tell you what, Sharp is actually continuing his good form that he had in the second half of last season, because he was only like a few points behind Edwards the second half of last season. So, you know, I think, you know, Sharp continuing off his good form from that.
Yeah, he's in a car he knows. I mean, despite it being a random pick, he keeps getting the Mazda. After that one season, I think he had the Evo. So it's a car he knows well. So it's probably good for him and Webster to get something they know and how to drive and just get good at one thing.
And Hogan
rather than being in
Mazda,
Mitsubishi, Subaru, etc., constantly swapping.
Yeah, and there's Hogan. He said he felt bad in the chat there for the incident with when he ghosted right in front of Liam Welsh. I mean, it was, you know, nothing that Liam could have done, but it was just probably the worst place at the wrong time to spin a car around on the racing track where it was going to happen.
Yeah, and if that was a race with, say, like, real damage on, that would be game over for both cars. They'd have engine, suspension, aero, everything would be broken.
Yeah,
so a flick spin into oncoming traffic is not the greatest move.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm quite intrigued to see what the 2 Alfa Romeo drivers are going to do, starting deep in the field. But they both are on the soft tyres, and we know what Volbrecht is like. Volbrecht is... We've known him as a bit of a race-free king. He did that in his rookie season, and he did it again pretty much last season too. So watch out for him there with Volbrecht, because I believe he's going to be starting... Since it's 13 now, he's going to be starting 11th on the grid, and his teammate's going to start 1 position ahead of him. And also watch out for Edwards, because he's going to start 12th. So those 3 will go up through the order quite progressively. I don't know, well, McIntosh is not going to make any headway because he's on the slower compound tyres, but, you know, what a meeting he's had already. Obviously, definitely driver of the day candidate right there for you. But
yeah, he's currently in prime possession.
So I don't know if we're waiting for confirmation if Leon is just decided to give up after tonight, or what's happening.
I don't know, but it's been 8 minutes. The race should have been started about 3 minutes ago, so I've got nothing from Liam New as to what's going on. He's just sort of driving around. I don't know if he's talking to Leon or what, but...
So we're just awaiting confirmation and to get the final race underway. And what do you think then for the first 2 rounds of the championship? It's been pretty explosive, hasn't it, for a new chapter of the series?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's clearly like, we're on a new platform with a bigger audience, let's show off and just have 9-car battles.
Now, I hope the people that are watching this have enjoyed it on this new channel on League Racing TV. We're very happy to join you and all that. Hopefully, for quite a while, for the foreseeable future. That was hard for me to say that. That was, you know, my words amazed me. So Graham's saying we will start in 3 minutes. Meanwhile, that is Volbrecht. He's left the room. Now, what's happened here? Well, looks like
right,
you're going to have to redo the draw then.
I'll set it to set by host.
Oh no, Leon.
Sure.
Leon is back again. Leon's back. Right, so we've got Leon Welsh. Hopefully he's hopefully calmed down, and Volbrecht is back in. So we've got a full lobby now. So more work for Liam to do. Trying to sort out the starting grid for race 3, which we said before is a reverse grid. A look there of the sky dawning then as it's late in the night. It is coming up for 9:05 in the evening. There's that Marshall looking Marshall's looking very calm now over there. There's a car coming out on the track there. That could be one of the Alpha boys there. Is it then it's Sharp? Be quite intrigued to see what he's going to be doing.
Saying this grid is not fun.
And that's new going off there. That is at Schlossgold, I think that is, yep. Then he comes out right in front of Clements. Like I said, those two were former teammates in season 16 when Clements won the championship with New. Probably won the team's championship as well that season. And there's a look then at Jeffrey Vestenborg. Just made in a very late replacement there for Everett Van Til, who we should be seeing again next week. As he's battling with his fellow Dutch driver there in Volbrecht. Now for next week's race, round 2 will be at the Lago Maggiore West track. And then round 3 we're at Sedekna, which is the Road B circuit. Then we go to Tokyo Expressway for round 4. And then the halfway point of the season, round 5, we go to Suzuka for that race. It's been a while since we last raced at Suzuka. I believe that was season 10, I think it was it not, Liam? Was the last time we raced at the Suzuka GP circuit?
It was a long time ago. We used to use West a lot, but it was terrible for racing. You can never overtake there.
Yeah.
I can't remember when we last did full Suzuka.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was back at season 10 with the 97 cars.
Possibly. I can't remember that long ago. I can't remember what I did yesterday.
Round 6 is at Dragon Trail Gardens, which is not the Chicane of Death. It's the other Dragon Trails layout, which is... I'm looking forward to that one because that's a fun track. Round 7 is a Nürburgring GP circuit. Round 8 is St. Croix B. And in the finale, round 9 at Brands Hatch. Yeah, and I think Volbrecht is agreeing that the medium's absolutely awful around here. But you never know. Some people can have good finishes. We saw that last season. Clements getting a 4th, and I believe Volbrecht also getting a 4th place last season. As we're finally getting race 3 underway. So it will be... possibly Leon Welsh and Jordan Hogan on the front row. Hopefully there's not going to be fisticuffs between those two on the front row with the Mazdas.
Welsh starts 14th due to being a DNF.
DNF, okay. So it's a Team Atomic kit in front row then. It is Jordan Hogan, Luke Clifford at 1st and 2nd, Vestenborg 3rd, Schauler in 4th. Watch out for him, he could take a win here. Then 5th place is Katinas, Piper in 6th, 7th is Clements, New, followed by Sharp, Graham, Volbrecht, Edwards, McIntosh do the 2 race winners there, and Leon Welsh, like it says, DNF, then starting deep in the field 14th. As it is lights out and away we go. Watch out for Schauler though on the 2nd row of the grid. He's already going to gain 2 positions, maybe going into the lead before going into Nicky Lauda curve. The first corner, and indeed he does then. Schauler into the lead from 4th on the grid already, and Jordan Hogan then slots into 2nd place, followed by Vestenborg, Clifford in 4th. Watch out for Clements because he's got the soft tyres as well. He's up there in 5th position, and there is Katinas in that Lexus down in 6th position as they fan out 2 wide, 3 wide, potentially 4 wide. And who's that going off there? That was Clifford. What was Clifford doing?
I think he just braked way too late and had to cut extreme inside to avoid collecting every car in front of him.
Wow. So here we go then, and they had loads of space too.
That would look great from Schauler's on board.
Oh, he just smashed into Westenborg. I think, yeah, he just completely misjudged the braking point. Lapse of concentration on the part of Clifford.
Well, Westenborg lives to fight another day. He's in second, fighting with Hogan, which is letting Schauler build a nice little gap.
And Clements is found away by Katinas up into fourth position. And look at Volbrecht. I know Mr. Ray. Oh, and that's Katinas. And Katinas has gone a little bit wide. Still making contact with the Alfa Romeo boys. He's getting bullied by the Alfa Romeos.
I think Volbrecht was a little ambitious, trying to make it 3 wide into turn 7. But
oh, are they 4 wide? Are they 4 wide between McIntosh and that? It looked like they were. I think they've all sort of fanned out just a bit there. Katinas running a little wide out of the first corner there. So again, another explosive first lap, and Katinas was the big loser in all that because he's been shuffled down to, well, potentially now down to 11th place because Liam Welsh is having a look on the inside. Meanwhile, Jordan Hogan is closing up on the back of Robert Schauler into 3.
Liam
and also look at Clements.
Alpha sandwich.
And Chris Clements is up into 3rd position. Let's have a look at Liam then. There he is, yep. So the Alfa Romeo boys are really bullying the whole field. They've done it on Katinas. They've now done it to Liam New. Who's their next target? New trying to stick in between. There was a little tiny gap. Here we go. There's the contact. We've seen that Graham and Graham and New have got issues from previous seasons, and it's happened again.
Yeah, that was nothing from Graham though. That was all on New, and he's now into the other Alfa Romeo.
And he shoves out Volbrecht in the process. Well, we were talking about there was no contact that Liam New has made. Well, there's 2 already. And now, who's that going to be on the inside? That's Leon Welsh on the inside. Hopefully a little bit calmer there. Oh, there was maybe a little touch there out of Rint.
New just turned in on him. And
So
more track limits from Liam New.
Track limits New there, right there for you, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, Jordan Hogan's into the lead. Jordan Hogan into the lead of the race now. Now the last time Jordan Hogan actually won this race in this series was back in season 8 at Tsukuba, race 1.
Yeah, I remember Tsukuba because I remember I had no pace around there, but somehow mustered up 3 good results. I think I had to fight from like 9th up to 4th in race 1 at Tsukuba, which is impossible.
And you were driving the Mark Blair car, didn't you? That little Subaru livery, yeah. So Jordan in the lead of the race. Clements is catching up, and also you can see now that Piper is now going up into 4th place on the inside of Westenborg into Schlossgold. And is that the position? There's a little bit more contact through there. Ethan Graham battling with Sharp and Edwards now. 6th, 7th and 8th. Followed by New. And then you've got McIntosh in 10th. And there you can see in the background there, Volbrecht trying to work his way back up through the field. He's already gained a spot on Leon Welsh. So that's 12th place now on Volbrecht. But he's getting closer to the back of New. And I don't think there's going to be any clean racing between Volbrecht and New at this rate.
No, McIntosh is next up on New, both on the medium tyres, so it would be up to 9th for McIntosh, which would be a solid result. It would match what Edwards got in race 1, and it just shows how much race 1 mediums can hamper you. The fact that Edwards got a 9th a second, now he's sat fighting in 8th place.
Now you got the top 3 literally nose to tail, 0.3 of a second separating Hogan to Clements, and Clements is looking for his first win since race 3, round 1 last season. Now Hogan waving all over the track, they're trying to break the toe as they're going into the kink of turn 2 right there, which has now been cleared by Liam. Thank you very much. Now it's a 3, and now Schauler has a look on the inside then and just can't get the job done. But I mean, those two have made a bit of contact in these 2 races before. Hopefully it'll be a little bit cleaner in this one. Piper in 4th, Westenborg in 5th, and they got Edwards in 6th, followed by Graham in 7th and Sharp in 8th.
Every time I look backwards out of turn 3, I just see Liam New just way out on the runoff, coming back over the grass.
Here we go, and now Edwards in sixth, holding up a whole gang of cars behind him from Sharp all the way down. Well, there's McIntosh now. He's up into ninth spot. Now Katinas is all over the back of the championship leader now, and Volbrecht, he's up into 11th place, and New's down to 13th. So, I don't know if there was contact between Welsh and New. It looks like Welsh should give the position back on New.
It did. I think there was a touch into turn 6. So Welsh gave it back.
Now looks like Hogan is starting to stretch his legs away from Schauler and Clements, up to 8 tenths now. This lap, so half a second gained there. But Piper's actually catching the 3 of them up ahead.
He is. If they keep fighting, it'll be 3 Hyundais versus 1 Mazda.
Oh, well, that's huge track limits out there from Piper and from Clements too. Got to be careful, you don't want to be doing too much of that, otherwise they will get penalised by the stewards. And now we're going to go nearly potentially, no, side by side. That's where Schauler and Clements have made a lot of contact through that corner.
Yeah, Hogan went tactical up to turn 3. He pulled over to give Clement the dough to get him side by side with Schauler.
I mean, Hogan's got to be a little bit careful because he's weaving left and right here. He's got to be careful as Piper nearly gets into the back of his own teammate now. So it's a 4-car battle for the lead now. You've got the Mazda leading, followed by 3 Hyundai, 2nd, 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, as you say, there could be something to be possibly questioned about excessive weaving from Hogan, but that's for after the race.
Fastest lap though set to Piper. He is flying. He does like this track, like I said before. Now let's see what is he going to do. And you can see Hogan going all over to the right side of the track there. Now pulls back onto the racing line. The 2 Vauxhall Motorsport drivers holding onto the racing line. Still the hold position for now. Oh, looks like Schauler wants a little wide. Yeah, a little wide out of the Red Bull Mobile then. Now what's Piper going to do? Is he going to help Schauler? Is he going to help his teammate? Oh, he's going to go free abreast. He's going to go free abreast. This is Adam Piper of old. He's not going to help his teammate out whatsoever. And 2 places in 1, and he's up to 2nd.
That was so Adam Piper. You can bump draft your teammate past. Nope, just make it 3 wide. Why not?
This is the Adam Piper we saw from previous seasons, not last season. This last season was the team driver Adam Piper. This one is the more, himself Adam Piper basically. But I mean, it was a good pass. It was a clean pass.
It was. He'll say it's round 1. It's every man for himself. Oh, as Graham gets past Edwards, Edwards makes a mess of turn 3.
We'll have a quick look at a replay then going into that. Let's ride on board with him. Bit of smoke kicked up.
Is way wide in turn 3 over the grass.
Yeah, just saw there. Bit of smoke being kicked up from the back of Edwards' BMW, and it just ran a little wide out of 3. Or missed the apex of turn 3, and Ethan was like, thank you, I'll have that 6th spot away from you. Now they are starting to catch up with Westenborg, who's 1.8 seconds down the road, and they're only 5 seconds off the lead. So they're not out of it just yet, though. If they can possibly work together, those 2 have been teammates, in which actually the times where Lewis Edwards has won the championship on 3 occasions, his teammate has been Ethan Graham. So those 2 know how to work well together. So I'm wondering if they're going to do something like that to catch up with these guys ahead, because they keep changing positions left, right and centre.
Yeah, I think they're fighting each other. I don't think there's much working going on between them. Of course, they'll aim to get Westenborg. I don't know if Schauler is maybe a step too far. Guess it depends on how much they fight.
Good recovery drive this.
Vauxhalls are closing back in.
Good recovery drive now this from Volbrecht. He's up into 8th place. Although Katinas wants to stick his Lexus in and runs very wide out of turn 1. Now is that going to allow Sharp the pass to get 2 positions there? Gets into the side of Katinas. Katinas just about giving Sharp a bit of room, but he's got a good run actually out of that corner, did Sharp. Now he goes to the outside. They're going to go 3 wide again into turn 3. Now what's happened?
Piper and Hogan had Piper on the grass. Piper had a much better run, and Hogan did a late move and put him on the grass.
Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, that was a bit of a late timed block on the part of Hogan. He's got to be very careful. We have been doing some weaving left and right, trying to hold on to the lead. Oh, he's lost the lead now. Piper's got the lead back now, so Piper into the lead.
Yeah, Piper lost some momentum through the grass, but got back in the tow.
Oh, he might have the position back, though. Piper didn't get a good run out of the one of the corners. I can't remember what the corner name was. My apologies.
Although I think Clements might end up getting past Hogan.
Oh, he could do, yeah. Vauxhall Motorsport 1-2 now. Yep, indeed it is. And there Clements playing the team role and didn't go for the pass on Piper. Oh, Hogan go for the crisscross.
Oh, no, Schindler's going to go down the inside.
And now they're 3 wide across the start-finish line now. And like I said, if they keep battling like this, it's going to allow Edwards and Graham to catch up with these lot.
Yeah, and Schouler got pinched on the apex, so Hogan might come straight back through on Schouler. Although the Hyundai has superior straight line speed. Now Hogan has a tool.
Hogan does have a tool, but he's got the inside though for free. And you can see Graham and Edwards are really, really catching up, as well as Westerbork. Westerbork, we ain't talking about him, and Graham all over the back now of Jeffrey, out of turn 3.
Yeah, so I mean, they've gained nearly a couple of, like, 3 seconds in 2 laps just because of fighting. So Hogan's gone from first to 4th.
Contact on the straightaway, breaking down into Schlossgold, and Hogan there getting that 3rd spot. Schouler, oh, there's more contact on the straightaway there. I tell you what, Schouler's been ultra aggressive here. He's got the 3rd place back, but he had to do with a bit of help.
Well, I think it was Hogan who made the contact. He just sort of turned left when Schouler was there. I don't know if he was trying to squeeze him or something, but he just ended up heading into him.
Westerbork nearly clipped the gravel out of Worth Curve, and that's going to allow Graham to go on the inside. And indeed he does then. So Graham, watch out for Graham, because he could play a part in this. He could get a podium out of this. There's 3 laps to go. He's only 2.3 seconds off the lead.
Yeah, how do the Vauxhalls play this? Because they've got, right now, a pretty straightforward 1-2. But this is Piper. He won't think to work together. But will Clements try and bump draft?
Yeah, Clements doing the team roll, doing the bump draft, doing the team roll. Look at that, you got the top 2 nose to tail, top 2, 3 and 4 nose to tail, and then you got 5th, 6th and 7th nose to tail there, as you can see in the background there. That's Liam New making a pass on Leon Welsh there as Hogan retakes 3rd spot.
Westerbork is driving very well today. He had a look back at Graham. Probably one of the fastest cars. Is he going to have a look down the inside into 4? He is.
He is, as well as Schouler on the outside of Hogan into Schlossgold yet again, and this time goes for the crisscross. Has it worked this time? Will he shut the door in Hogan's face? He's got the job, I think. Yeah, he's got it. So back into P3. This is some good, entertaining racing here. The last race of the night, coming to you live on League Racing TV. Hopefully we've definitely put on a show for you guys that are watching. It's been certainly very exciting 3 races, to say the least. Are they actually catching with the 2 Vauxhall drivers ahead?
They are. The Vauxhalls keep fighting each other, which is not the thing to do. They need to work together. It's an easy 1-2. Maybe they will soon, now that Schouler's through or Graham's catching. This
is pretty much like Ivan Muller and Jason Plato. There was no love lost between those 2, and then, you know, them 2 didn't want to work together as teammates. But look at that, they're bringing the cavalry with them if they keep messing up each other. 2 more laps to go.
Clements has flashed his lights, which might be an indication of let's work together. Because, like, it is an easy 1-2, because before Graham gets near them, they've still got Schouler and Hogan to go through, who are fighting like cats and dogs.
And again, they're going side by side.
So clearly the flashing wasn't to work together, maybe it's a get out of my way.
Oh, here we go then. So is this a case of Ivan Muller is faster than you, Jason Plato, move out the way? Fluxton 2000, potentially. But look, they've held each other up now. Now is Jordan Hogan in the slipstream? He's just about not. But I tell you what, if I wouldn't be the team manager of the Vauxhall Motorsport camp there, because he will be absolutely livid to see his teammates going battling for the lead with 2 laps to go. Meanwhile, Schouler yet again on Hogan, and now Graham is caught up now.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Clements' flashing lights is, I'm the former champion, I'm the one who's been in title fights, let me have the extra 3 points.
Oh, careful there for Schouler, then nearly touching on the grass out of in between 6 and 7. Now Hogan has a bit of daylight between himself to the pack behind. And again, you can see and again Piper going defensive. Clements is Clements is actually wanting to get the lead of the race. They've got to be careful they don't slip each other up here, because Jordan Hogan has now pretty much freed himself away. They've got a 1.1 second gap, though, behind them as we start the last lap of this race.
I'd certainly, if it was me and a teammate first and second, we wouldn't be fighting. And at this early stage of the season, you'd stay in possession.
Piper fully sideways going into turn one. He was on the ragged edge there, and he just held on to it. But again, Clements is trying to find any which way. Now he's bump drafted.
He's bump drafted.
Which is fine, it's fair and legal. But again, Piper going defensive. He's not really wanting to go for it. Meanwhile, they're free wide, though, further back there. Schauler and Graham on the outside, and I think Graham's got fourth. He has.
Yeah, Graham passed Schauler in turn 7 on the last lap. He just got through, but can Westenberg get back past Edwards? Edwards is the toe, but Westenberg has the inside.
I'll tell you what, there's no team orders in the Vauxhall Racing camp then. They're side by side now as Clements got an overlap there. He's got the outside for turn 6 at Ranch. Dear me, the manager's got to be saving between both of the drivers. They're still going to be side by side, but no, they're not now. Piper's got the run. It gets it sideways. Now. Yeah, they are safe. Well, maybe. Jordan Hogan then sniffing a possible podium position here, but Ethan Graham's catching now.
Unless they do a kneel and shed, and they should be fine.
That would be absolutely hilarious if that's the case then. So here comes Piper then, out of the penultimate corner down into the Red Bull Mobile, gets it again fully sideways, and Piper wins race 3. But it was interesting tactics there between the two teammates. Jordan Hogan just gets third across the line, then Graham Schauler's crossing the line in P5. Edwards gets 6th, then 7th place goes to Jeffrey Westenborg. Good effort from him. Volbrick gets 8th place from going off the track on the opening few laps. Then 9th place then goes to Katinas there. He just got there. Xavier McIntosh just on the line there to finish in P10. Leon Welsh 11th. Ash Sharp they're down in 12th place. We didn't see what happened to him. Liam Newton 13th, and Luke Clifford, who went kamikaze into turn 3 on lap 1, ended up finishing in 14th position. So there you go. That has been the FTR BTCC first round of the championship at the Red Bull Ring. What about that then?
It's as crazy as you could hope for, and it didn't look like there was too many incidents. There'll be a couple of things looked at and a couple of penalties handed out, but for 3 weeks off, it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that bad at all. There, exciting first race. Second race was not as exciting as the third race. First race, but the third race, well, hoofty, gee, wouldn't expect teammates to be going at it for the win now, definitely. But it paid off for the pair of them. It's a 1-2 for Vauxhall Motorsport. We're just going to quickly end the stream for now, anyways. But before we do, your driver of the day, then, Liam.
I'll have to give it to Xavier McIntosh. A bit of a lackluster race 3, but he was on mediums with only a couple other cars on them, so he did it all in race 1 and 2.
Yeah, it did over damage there. So I would say that McIntosh would come into round 2 next week as your championship leader, which is going to be shown again on League Racing TV. So we'll just pretty much end the stream here. So thanks you for the people that have been watching. I've been Sean.
And I've been Liam.
And we'll see you again next week at Lago Maggiore West, I think it is. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, see you later.